Sing TV. Come on in this happy place. We're one big family. We got jokes and fun and sing-alongs, some for you to see. It's Alabama Music Sing TV. Yeah. Yes, it is. Do it, Pharaoh. Alabama.
All right, here's another good show. This is the last show on Charter Cable Channel 80 until next April. We're still going to be on YouTube, though, so check us out there, ams-tv.com. We're still going to be doing the show on YouTube. Next April, we'll go back on Charter Cable Channel 80, y'all. All right, today's show, we got a good interview with one of the Swampers, Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, man. We got songs from the Muscle Shoals area that was done or had some kind of connection to Muscle Shoals. And here's one now. Yeah. Jackson Highway.
This ain't silly.
I'm here with Jimmy Johnson and the famed Jackson Highway 3614. You've been in here a lot, hadn't you, Jimmy?
Spent 9 years here.
9 years.
From starting in '69.
A lot of music come out of here.
More than I want to think about.
Now, I read your bio, and it called you an engineer, a producer, and several other names.
Well, you know, in our business, if you want to stick around for a while, you got to wear a lot of hats. And it's also the only way you can really make a living, because when one part of your career is kind of down, the other takes up for it, you know.
Yeah, who came up with the Leonard Skinner saying that little verse in there, Sweet Home Alabama? Who came up with that?
Well, actually Ronnie Van Sant wrote the song. And they wrote the song, and he stuck a verse in there. I think it's the fourth verse. And he kind of immortalized us in that song. And I remember they called me right after they cut it, and they used to call me Uncle Jimmy, and said, Uncle Jimmy, we cut a record about you guys. I said, well, that's nice. I appreciate that. I had no idea, and they didn't either, what it was going to be.
Hey, y'all, don't go nowhere. We got to pay some bills here. More Jimmy Johnson interview, and oh Lord, some of that Muscle Shoals music. Yeah. Midnight Special, downtown Jasper, Alabama. Friendly bartenders and staff, darts and pool. Wednesday, karaoke. Thursday, open mic with Zach Baker. Friday and Saturday, karaoke. Sunday, 4 to 8, the band. Karaoke afterwards. Hours, Monday through Thursday, 1 o'clock to whenever. Friday through Saturday, 11 to whenever. Sunday, noon to whenever. Midnight Special in Jasper. Now your guitar playing is on So Much Music right now. That's right, ain't it?
Well, it's we did about, a long time. We did about 50 albums a year, and we did that for about 38 years, and then two longer than that even, but that was real regular for that period.
Yeah, when y'all left Fame over there, and Jerry Wexler called you, you didn't have no problem going, did you?
Well, actually, we called him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Wexler, as opposite of what the movie had said, we just told him we were leaving and had bought our own studio, which we did, and nobody paid for it. He did not pay for it.
Right.
And all we wanted from him was the business that was going to be left that we had created at the other studio. And he was going to shut the door and have an exclusive thing with Capitol Records. Well, that'd be crazy for us not to try to keep the business we built up. And so when we opened the studio, we were booked for a year. This studio. Every day for a year.
What kind of guy was Wilson Pickett to work with?
He was fine. He was a little kind of on the edge. He grew up in Prattville, Alabama. And I imagine growing up in Prattville, kind of doing a lot of farm type work, a guy as talented as he was, he was on the edge. And I'm sure he never was treated right until he moved up to New Jersey, and which is just over the river there from New York City. And he spent the rest of his life there. And he is probably one of the most talented guys we ever worked with. And he did everything. He could write. One of the greatest singers I've ever worked with. And I remember when Jerry brought him to Fame. We were at Fame when we did those early Pickett records. And he came in, and I think he wasn't sure that he was in the right place because he saw some cotton fields around there, and he wasn't really tore up about going picking any cotton, And so, but by the time we worked with him the first day, I think he made a statement. He said he knew within the first day or two of working with us that he had a home, and he did.
Campbell's Pharmacy. Great customer service. No long waits on drug orders. Campbell's has competitive prices. Same friendly staff each visit. Campbell's takes the majority of third-party insurance plans. Campbell's Pharmacy in Adamsville. Hours 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday. Closed on Sunday. Call 205-674-3566.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
like it so far? Woo-wee. Muscle shoals, man, back in the 60s, early 70s. Lord have mercy. The Swampers had it going on, y'all. Listen, how do you define a perfect pitch? When a banjo lands in the middle of the dumpster.
Oh no.
Yeah. Alright, let's get on with some more Muscle Shoals stuff right here. They gonna start renovations on here right after Labor Day. Who's gonna be doing the engineering and producing
It's
here?
going to be just probably anybody. They can bring their own engineer. We'll have to provide, when I say we, I'm not really involved here anymore.
Okay.
I mean, you know, when you get 72 years old, you're not too involved anymore. But we will always, you know, be for trying to help this place as much as we can, David and I. And we're the only two of the Swampers that are still working so far. And who knows, tomorrow I might not be. But we're going to try to keep on going a few more years.
Out of all the people that came out of here, who is your favorite to work with?
Well, that's an interesting question. It's just there have been so many, I'd have to name you about 50 of my favorite ones. And I couldn't give you one because, you know, I could maybe name you one that's a little more famous.
Oh.
But as far as enjoying working with them, they're all pretty, I mean, we didn't have any difficulty, I remember, except with one artist. And I mean, when they came here for a hit.
Yeah.
And they didn't come here to tell us how to do it. They came here and we actually produced and cut the record for them. And we basically, you know, told them what key to sing it in. We didn't tell them what song to sing. They brought that.
Yeah.
But we would tell them about tempos and stuff like that. And I know most singers try to sing too high. And we would catch these artists straining to reach a note. And we'd say, you know, we got to drop that down a step or two there. And we would. We would drop the key down to when they could really let it out, you know.
Yeah.
And but that became basically what we did. And we tried to become, instead of a session band, we tried to become their band when we was recording with them. And I think we kind of accomplished that.
I noticed where there's several musicians came in and do Spooner and Lord, several went through, and it was y'all was the second rhythm section, right? Over at Fame.
Yeah, we was the second one that was there.
Now, what happened to the first? I mean, they went.
Well, in 1964, the guys from the original, they called it then the Fame Gang. The name Muscle Shoals Sound hadn't been invented yet till we named this studio. It had never been called the region or the area. And so the Muscle Shoals Sound wasn't really born until we opened this studio. But even though a lot of people call it the Fame Sound, or a lot of people compared us to Memphis and Stax, you know.
Steve's Pond in Summerton, Alabama. Steve buys and sells gold and silver. Has lots of handguns and shotguns of all brands. He has laptops, large screen TVs, music equipment, DVDs, Blu-rays, gaming systems. He has all kind of stuff. A little of everything across from Pinnacle Bank in Summerton.
Here we go. I remember standing on the corner in Midtown, trying to get curvature.
there's a lot of musicians trying to make it now, young musicians. What advice would you give them?
Well, the first advice I tell, depending what they wanted to do, you know. In our case, we didn't want to be stars. None of us did. We just wanted to play on records.
Yeah.
And so I guess you'd say we wanted to be session players. And we never had the first desire to want to go out and play live anywhere. When we played here, the only people that would hear you was the engineer and the producer,
Yeah.
because the artist was usually out there with us.
Yeah.
And so it's an experience to learn how to play to just one or two people, because you got to play to them like you're at Carnegie Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And we learned how to do that. All session guys know how to play to like one person, the engineer or whoever's in the control room, but play as if our life depended on it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the whole kind of secret of how we learned how to cut hits.
I hope you big success on you retired now, right?
Not yet. I'm still working, producing,
Okay.
and still playing. Instead of 50 albums a year, I do about 10 now.
Okay.
And but I'm still playing, and actually I'm doing more live stuff than I ever did since the movie came out. You know, and but before that, we almost never went out live. When we first got here, I remember the first week we were here, and we was kind of working on getting it in shape. They came to the back door one night, and they wanted to know if we had a dance license. They heard the music. We said, no, this is not a dance hall, this is a recording studio. And they said, recording station, what's that? And so they found out, and all the different shifts would stop by. And I remember back at that time, this area was dry. We had no liquor sales in the area, right?
Uh-huh.
And so every time somebody'd come here, they'd want to have a beer or you know, buy a bottle, and there just wasn't none to be had. We had to tell them, you got to bring it, because we don't even have it at the convenience stores, you know. And so what we finally did, we bought a beer machine and put it in the bar downstairs. And we finally realized that why we didn't get arrested. And we found out that as long as you didn't sell it, we gave it away.
Yeah.
If you didn't sell it, there was no law against having it.
Yeah. But anyway, that's about all I got, Jimmy.
Okay.
Man, I appreciate your time.
All right. I hope I answered the questions all right.
Oh, we got chills when we get in this room here. I've just got I've learned so much about muscle shoals now. I just want to keep coming back and interviewing everybody up here. There's a lot of history here.
Well, you know, I guess at the time we didn't know was making any history. We just liked what we were doing, and then when we decided to leave here, we went down the river, and we put in a studio down there.
What's the name of it? Somebody was telling me
It
about
was
it.
Must Show Sound on the River, and it was we had 31,000 square feet down there.
All right, that's all I got. I
Okay.
appreciate it, Jimmy.
All righty.
Lee's Family Restaurant and Dinner Theater. Delicious dinner menus. Buffet Friday 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Sunday 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. November the 12th, Tribute Quartet. December the 10th, Ivan Parker. Every third Saturday, free gospel show starts at 1 p.m. Karaoke every Tuesday, 6 to 9 p.m. Call for takeouts or info on shows, 205-648-4461.
to paradise. You pulled the rug right out from under my life. I know where you go to, I knew when you came home last night. Well, your eyes have a mist from the smoke of a distant fire. Lord, those stones should have seen it come a long time ago. When I realized that reality gave me a roll. If things are the same, then explain why your kiss is so cold. There's that mist in your eyes feels like rain on the fire in my soul. Trying and trying, so testing and getting nowhere. Don't back up, so back up and back up, I just don't care. Street will hit you on your way out. Don't you drown when you dream of a hundred and Giving it up for your love, everything. Giving it up for your love right now. Giving it up for your love, I said everything. Giving it up for your love somehow. My heart is aching for you, I can't stand it. Need your loving and my soul in man. Giving it up for your love, everything. Giving it up for your love right now. Giving it up for your love, I said everything. Giving it up for your love somehow.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Johnson, and you're watching AMS, Alabama Music Scene TV.
I hope you enjoyed today's show. Listen, Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Good show today. Today is the last show of the season, the 2015 season. But be sure and tune in next April 2016. We'll get started right here on Charter Cable Channel 80 again. In the meantime, keep up with us on ams-tv.com. We'll be doing the show probably once a month on there. Until next April, Charter Cable Channel 80. Woo-wee! Man, I love this job. Roll them credits, Brad. Where's Brad at?